Good afternoon. This is Dr. Madhusudan Reddy, PVR with Kavali. This video session for 4th BTech first sem EE students. Subject is power quality. Unit 3. Already I covered the 2 videos regarding this unit. In this session, I will cover applied harmonics, nothing but effects of harmonics, harmonic distortion evaluations, principles of controlling harmonics, devices for controlling harmonic distortion. Controlling for harmonic distortion. So first, what are the effects of harmonics? What are the devices are affected harmonics? Transformers are affected, AC motors, capacitor banks. See here why these transformers are affected. The most of the load is connected on the transformers. So if the harmonics go through the transformer, definitely will damage, will not work properly. Similarly, AC motors. AC motors are also affected due to these harmonics. And capacitor banks will not work properly. The harmonics are affected. Then cables. When this harmonic current flow through the cable will heat it more than when the fundamental current carries by the cable. So that is about the effect of harmonic. Then busways are not functionally proper when the harmonics are flowing. Then protective devices may be operated malfunction. Relays, circuit breakers, and CTs, PTs, all are the protective devices. These devices are also may be affected. Next, how to evaluate this harmonic distortion? 3 methods are used for evaluation of harmonic evaluation. The first is concept of point of common coupling. It is also called as the PC. I will explain thoroughly. The second evaluation is harmonic evaluations on the utility system. There are 2 ways. One is utility or supplies, another is consumers or end users. So this utility system can be evaluated with the help of a voltage limit evaluation procedure. So this is the procedure. Then harmonic evaluation for end user, also customers, facility. So this can be evaluated using current limit evaluation procedure. Why? Generally at the source side generates a fixed magnitude of voltage. So there we want to evaluate this voltage limit. But end user side, we are applying the different loads. So automatically there is a change in the current. So we want to see that current limit evaluation procedure. So this is about the 3 things. We will continue very detail about these 3. First concept of point of common coupling, PCC. What is a PCC? Very simple here. The interconnection of more number of utilities at a point on a transformer is called as point of common coupling. Either maybe on the primary side or on maybe the secondary side of the service side of the transformer. So that is about the point of common coupling. I will show with the help of a picture on using the transformer. So if you give the connections, customers, most of the customers are served, multiple customers or many number of customers are served from the primary side of the transformer, then the PCC is located at the primary side only. If multiple customers are connected or served on the secondary side of the transformer, then the PCC means point of placed or located at the secondary. I will show you. See here. So this is the primary side of PCC. Here, this is the PCC. Why this? This is the transformer. This is the primary, and this is the secondary. On the primary side, we are connecting more number of utilities, customers. So other utility. So many number of customers are connected on primary. So we want to place this PCC, point of common coupling, on primary side of the transformer. For example, you see on the secondary side. So this is the primary of the transformer. This is the secondary of the transformer. Here, see that all the utility systems are connected here. So we want to place the point of common coupling here. So PCC is located here. So this is about the how we want to select a point of common coupling. So it depends on this only whether the harmonics are produced on the primary side or secondary side of the transformer. So on the utility system. So next harmonic evaluations on the utility system. So see that utility mean generators or producer side. So here evaluation utility system involves procedure to determine the acceptability of the voltage distortion for all customers. There are two important components for limiting voltage distortion levels on the overall utility system. What are those? Number one is harmonic currents injected from individual end users on the system must be limited. So we remember in every house we should apply filters, filter networks, otherwise every component. So the designer will design these filters while they develop the equipment. If it produces the filters, they definitely use this current injected from individual end users on the system. Harmonic current injections must be limited. The second is the overall voltage distortion levels can be excessively high even if the harmonic current injections are within limits. Voltage distortions are maybe due to some reasons, some other causes also. Voltage distortion levels may be very high even if harmonic current injections are within limits. So this is about this. Why? Because sudden application of switching loads mean inductive loads. Due to that also it is happening. How to see this? So first you see whether the system is existing or you want to plan. If the system are already existing, directly go to the harmonic measurements. You see that you measure these harmonics. After measurement, evaluate distortion levels. If the distortion levels are within the voltage limits, so if it is yes, evaluate harmonic controls. So if it is voltage limits are exceeded, so if it is exceeded, so if it exceeded, you go through this yes. If it is not exceeded, so if it is not exceeded directly, you stop that system. Okay, very good. So no need to disturb that system. If it is exceeded, you go to this evaluate the harmonics. So why it is exceeded and what are the different harmonics are evaluated. And after evaluation this, where these harmonics are produced, at the utility side or at the customer side. You identify if it is at the utility side, you want to place that control mechanism at the utility side. Otherwise, at the customer side, you want to place the mechanism at the customer side for existing. Or you want to plant the facility. So first you go to this new characterize harmonic sources using manufacturer's data, and after then model the system and determine the system resonance conditions. After then you evaluate distortion levels and you will come back to this identify voltage limits. If it is not exceeded, if it is not exceeded, okay, fine. If it is exceeded, again you will go to this evaluate harmonic control schemes and where you want to place at the customer side or at the utility side. So this is the voltage limit evaluation procedure. Then harmonic evaluation for end user facilities. Harmonic problems are more common to end user facilities than the utility supply systems. Yeah, definitely. Why? Because impedance load is applied on the end users are more. So most nonlinear loads are located within end user facilities. Highest voltage distortion levels occur close to harmonic sources. As per IEEE standard 519/1992 established harmonic current distortion limits at the PCC. So we remember, so at PCC, if you control the harmonics, so that harmonic currents are not injected into the otherwise, if you are not limit the harmonic currents at the PCC, point of common coupling, so then these end users are the sources are generate the harmonics. Those are induced into the at point of common coupling. Then those harmonics will pumped or distributed into the transformer. and the transformer also will destroy. So this is very important. So here, how to see that? So IH is the magnitude of individual harmonic component, and ISC is the short circuit current at PCC. And IL is the fundamental component of maximum demand load current at the PCC. Based on this, so we will tabulate it one. So what is the tabulated here? Harmonic current distortion limit in percent of IL load. See here, if the load current is maximum and total harmonic distortion should be equal to total demand distortion. Otherwise, if the load current is not maximum, if the load current is partial, nothing but you see here ISC by L less than 20. If ISC by L 20 to 50. If it is less than 20, see that when the harmonics are also differed, if less than 11 harmonics, if it is lies between 11 to 17, and what is the affected? If it is 17 to 23, if the harmonics increases more and more, so there is no problem. So that's why if more than 35 harmonics will not be included while evaluating. If the harmonic number increases, so the effect of this THD is also a very less value. So this is the THD very less. If less than 11, see that 4. If 11 to 17, see that 2. 17 to 23 decreases here. Wherever you see, almost all these things, see here in this portion. So it decreases to 0.3, 0.5. See here, 4, 7, 10, 12, 15, 2, 3, 3.5, 5, 2, 7.5. Here we remember two factors. One is what is the number of harmonics, lesser or higher. For higher harmonics, the THD is very less. For lower harmonics, the THD is more. Again, another factor, the ISC by L is less, the total distortion is also less. If this ISC by L is more, the total distortion, total demand distortion is also more. In such a way, you see here, for H less than 11, see that more values. If H is greater than or equal to 35, see here, or less than or equal to 35, here, for less than 20.3, 20 to 50.5, 50 to 100.7, like this will increase. Again less than, up to this 1.4. Again less than 20.15, 0.25, 0.35 increases up to this. Again this less than 50, it decreases. It is greater than 100, you see here 0.7. So like this. So similar way, this total demand distortion also, similar way we follow that less than 25, 20 to 58, 50 to 100, 12, 100 to 1000, 15, greater than 100, 1000, 20. Again, you'll come back less than 22.5 like this. You see here. So if ISC by L mean if the load at point of common coupling is more, the total demand distortion is very less. So we remember. So the transformer load on the transformer should be see that more than 80%. Otherwise, the total demand distortion is also disturbed on the transformer. So that is about these things. Next, principles for controlling harmonics. See here, harmonic distortion is present some degree on all the power systems. No doubt, different harmonics are presented. So there are three common causes of harmonic problems. What are those? The number one, those source of harmonics currents is too great. Second, the path in which the currents flow is too long electrically, resulting in either high voltage distortion or telephone interference. You identify what is the classification of this, high voltage distortion or telephone interference. The third category is the response of the system magnifies one or more harmonics to a greater degree than can be tolerated. So you see that lesser harmonics are there. Less than 15 is very severe, more than that is not. When a problem occurs, the basic options for controlling harmonics are first, reduce the harmonic currents produced by the load and add filters to either siphon the harmonic currents of the system or block the currents from entering the system or supply the harmonic currents locally. So you want to evaluate, you want to see that utility side. Modify the frequency response of the system by filters, inductors or capacitors. You see that all these measurements you should take care. devices for controlling harmonic distortion. Inline reactors are chokes, zigzag transformers, passive filters, active filters. These are first inline reactors. Very simple. An inductor is placed near to the source. It is a simple. It is successful method harmonic distortion generated by adjustable speed drives. Adjustable speed drives. Whenever you are using, so use this, which involves a small reactor or choke inserted at the line input side of the drive. So this is a practically effective for PWM type drive. So a typical 3% of input choke can reduce the harmonic current distortion for a PWM type drive from approximately 80 to 40%. See here what is this. Here just before at the near to source, this is the load side. So here you place a small choke so you can reduce these harmonics definitely when you use the automatic speed drives, adjustable speed drives. Then zigzag transformer. Zigzag transformers are often used for commercial facilities to control zero sequence harmonic components. There are three sequence: positive sequence, negative sequence, and zero sequence. Zero sequence means it's a triple harmonic frequencies: 3, 5, sorry, 3, 9, 15, 18 means 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, even eliminated, 3 3 is 9, 3 5 is 15, 3 7 21, like this. These are the can be eliminated with the help of a zigzag. A zigzag transformer acts like a filter to the zero sequence current by offering a low impedance path to neutral. If the zero sequence is available, there should be a current flow to the neutral in star. So we want to eliminate that, so we can eliminate with the help of a zigzag transformer. This reduces the amount of current that flows in the neutral back toward the supply by providing a shorter path for the current. So the transformer must be located near the load on the circuit that is. See that here, zigzag transformer here, CB2 and BA2. See here, BA2, and we'll come back other C1, B2. See here, C1, B2. So like this, we'll go as a connections. So a zigzag connections. All these are neutral or connected. It is a star connected. Right? This is about delta star. So this is about the delta. Here on the delta side also how they are connected. So A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, A1. So like this you go there. So this is about the zigzag connections. The next is passive filters. We remember there are two types of elements: active elements, passive elements. Passive elements is nothing but inductor, capacitor, and resistor. If you use these devices to shunt filters, series filters, so many filters, C filters, these passive filters. These low pass filter, high pass filter, all these are configured to control the harmony. So they are expensive compared with other techniques. So what are the different types of passive filters? Single tune, first order high pass, second order high pass, third order high pass. So how we get single tune? If we connect L and C, first order use connected R and C or RL also. And second order, if we connect RL in parallel, then second order. Then third order will go as a OR LC. So then we'll get into the third order, along with another capacitor. Next, active filters. Active filters are using the op-amps, operational amplifiers. These are very expensive when we compare with passive filters. But more advantages are there in active filters. They do not resonate with the system, whereas passive filters resonate. Resonate means XL is equal to XC. There should be contain only resistance. That condition, if the harmonics are flowing in the line, will automatically allow. So that case will not arise in case of this active filters. And they can work independently of the system impedance characteristics. Whereas passive filters not like this. Z is equal to R plus J into XL minus XC. Whereas active filters are independently operated on the system. They can also address more than one harmonic at a time and combat, combat other PQ problems such as flicker. PQ means poor quality problems such as flicker. Flickers also can be controlled with the help of active filters. See here, this is the active filter. So the active filter, most of the active filters are used as a operation along with the capacitors connected. So this is an active filter at load side. Thank you very much. All the best. Stay home, stay safe. God bless you.